And here we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to DanPrattles, the stream that contains adult language and childish behavior. My name is Dan, this is my stream. It happens every day, Monday to Friday, for an hour, 1 p.m., 2 p.m. And this is the stream where I just do a little bit of gaming, do a whole lot of chatting, and look for an opportunity to hang out. For those of you who are new, what can you expect? Well, carrying on our misadventures in Conan Exile. What you can also expect is around about the 10-15 minute mark into these streams, I like to have a little chat, a little story about what's going on in this pip of mine. And I just sort of expel it out and invite all to chat about various subjects and whatnot. It can range from anything, from entertainment to real life stuff to, oh, I don't know, whatever is going on in this mumbling, jumbling brain of mine. Hope you stick around for it. As stated before, I have been encouraged to structure these streams a little bit better in terms of the banter topics. So I think Tuesday we're going to do literature, books, because that's one of my big old passions. And if that's your jam, stick around, because we'll be chatting books today. Specifically, spoilers, what you can expect. What I believe is going to be the next big book to movie / series franchise that's going to grab the public's attention. So stick around. We'll get into that at about 10-15 minute mark. But before we get into that, follow me on this excursion of exposition as I mumble and jumble my way through some Conan Exiles, because that's my game of choice at the moment. Hey, pull up a chair, pull up a drink, take it easy, and enjoy the next hour with me. All are welcome. Let's get into it, shall we? A little bit of Conan Exiles? Yeah. Lots happened in our last foray. Brain. Before we get into it, just want to say, changed my sound setup a little bit. So if there's any weirdness, do please let me know. It turns out the Zoom that I powered my microphone was giving a little bit of feedback, a bit of a sound. Can't have that. No. Especially since sound is meant to be my thing, right? So I've got my microphone hooked up to the old Behringer interface here. Hopefully it doesn't crap out. Hopefully I sound every bit as good as I usually do, if not more so. All right, let's get into the game, shall we? Let's get into the game. All right, we've got our man here doing his thing, looking very Roman, but I think that's going to change because previously on DanPrattles, got ourselves an armorer and a recipe for a new set of armor that we're going to try out. Our man over here, Scully, with his skullet. Figured out something about Scully. Blighter kept jumping into my bed. So you know what? You could disable them using your bed, your workforce. So no more jumping in for a quick cuddle, Scully, although I know you're good for it. Spoilers, he likes to be the little spoon. But you know what? Can't have that. An exile needs his own bed. Also, previously on Conan Exiles, on DanPrattles, we're onboarding a new hire. Hello, my dear. Yes, we've got ourselves a tiny dancer. And Sina, hidden daggers. Not so hidden. Stabbed me a couple of times on the way to the recruitment agency. But you know what? I like that gusto. I think we have place for her in this organization, so she can stick around. All right. Let's have a look here. Stream's holding. Is the stream holding? Let me just make sure everything is tickety-boo on the YouTubes. It looks like it. Yes. Stream's good. Stream strong. Oh, those kegels are paying off. All right, let's get into it, guys. I wanted to build that there hyena armor for my man here. Because you know what? Other than the fact that it has got delightful protection, it looks absolutely the tits. No, seriously, it is the tits. Female characters have their pots and pans out for this one. It's kind of a Conan thing. But you know what? Even for dudes, let's show off those pecs. Do like the Aquilonian armor I have at the moment, but you know, sometimes you gotta change it up a bit. Now, one of the things I also wanted to have a look at here in my chronologies, one of the things I'm looking forward to, and I think I'm still a hair's breadth away from, under the survival tab over here, is that dismantler's bench. Whew, when that comes online. Throw all the goodies you don't need into that to recycle them into raw materials that you can use to build yourself up. Wonderful. Like it. Recycling is so important. Sustainability in the exile lands, big thing, hot topic at the moment. So dismantling recycled benches are a plus. But alas, 2 more levels I require in order to get that. Oh, well. Hang in there, sweaty boatman. We'll get you there. We'll get you there. Now, what's the best way to get levels? What's the best way to sort of up your experience? Well, this is a Conan game. Unsurprisingly, it involves murder. Look at that, Tiny Dancer's already almost halfway there. All right. We shall get some entertainment going in these savage lands. How about that? I can endorse that. Not enough space in the box. Gotta get rid of these light-hair boots. These Dafari armor pieces that I acquired from the locals. Yes, I was out recruiting. Well, actually, I wasn't even recruiting. As it turns out, I was looking for bone, because bone goes into the hyena armor. And I know those Dafari, the local tribes here, have a staunch collection of bones. It's a bit of a thing for them. Don't think too much about it. So I was going to, help myself to some of those. I either ask, I did ask, but they came at me with knives, so violence was unavoidable. But let's go. Let's take a little trip back. I think the sun's about to come up. Oh, there goes the moon. So let's head back to that Dafari camp and put in a request for some goods. I think they'll be accommodating, don't you think? Oh, let's ask anyway. Can't hurt to ask. Well, it can hurt to ask. Because they tend to whip out weapons. But you know what? A little bit of civility in these savage lands. You've got to hang on to a little bit of civilization. Otherwise, you know what? It's just barbarism, isn't it? And who wants to be a barbarian? All right. Heading over to the arch. What's the name of this camp? Narrow neck span. Doesn't apply to you, sweaty boatman. Your neck is as thick as mine. Never mind. Moving on. Okay. All right. Heading towards narrow neck span. How are we doing for food? How are we doing for water? Yes. Got everything we need. Oh, stream's behaving itself. And I think my audio is behaving as well. I'm so paranoid. Constantly checking this nonsense. Let's see if the audio... Yeah, audio is registering. Registering. There we go. Got there in the end. So we're okay. Resume. Let's carry on. And let's have another look here. Because unfortunately, the previous time I was here, I couldn't really rifle through their belongings because I saw that named thrall and I was like, oh, well, drop tools, everyone. We've got to get this one on board. That croc's buggered off. Good. Don't have time for your nonsense, Crocky. What's all this? Mushrooms. Haven't seen these here before. I do enjoy a good mushroom. Poisonous. Oh, no, 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 no. Puff. I'm not going to pick those anymore. Quick. Wash your hands, boatman. Can't have you being poisoned by the local flora. Or the local fauna. Everything's dangerous here. Bit of a theme. Alright, let's get back up top here. Let's get back up top here. As we make our way towards the camp. And see what needs seeing. Got my sword out, just in case the violence... You know what? Actually. Going to repair the old cudgel. Just in case. You never know. There might be a recruitment opportunity here at this camp. So, you know... Got to keep your interview stick strong. Alright. Oh yes, missed me this time, you bastard. Alright, here we go. Tish, tosh. There we go. Oh, that's what I love about the great sword, the two-handed sword. It's a real crowd pleaser. Are you... Okay, yes. Oh, he's going to feel that in the morning. Well, actually, I think at this point he's feeling nothing. Sorry about that. But you did kind of bring it on yourself. Try to be reasonable. Here we go. Oh, there's another big one here. Look at that. And a sorcerer. Let's lead them out a bit. No, don't you dare fall off. Good grief. There you go. Got you. Don't you stick me with your daggers. That's just rude. I came here in peace, and you attacked me. Well, I didn't come in peace. Ooh, steel poignards. Oh, that's nice. Steel weapons. So early. I'll drink your soup, although, coming from a Dafari camp, I have my suspicions about the contents. Still, beggars can't be choosers. I'm not going to grab your clothes, you know, keep some of your dignity. Here we go. Let's move deeper and deeper into the little cage over there. Oh, Dafari dancer. Sorry, we're all stacked up on dancers at the moment, but you know what? We will keep your application on file, and I don't really need to cook at the moment. Oh, that stamina's going to be the death of me. Look at that bar. Goes down so quickly. They died meatily. Anything good? Oh, he had a drum. Oh, did I cut off an aspiring music career in his prime? I hope not. Good grief. Be upset if that happened. Oh well. Oh well. Anybody else home? Mind if I scratch around? Let's have a look. More drums. Not finding any bones, though. Come on, guys. I thought bones were kind of your thing. Oh, there's a cage here. But nobody's inside. Who's that? Okay. Shh. Let's sneak up on this blighter. Oh, look at that. Oh, no, don't do that. I can't believe that took all of my stamina. That's rude. Oh, no, don't you dare. Sure. Let's have a quick potion. Should really have my potions at hand. Ugh, rookie mistake, Dan. Come now. Any no bones. Oh, hang on, what you got here? Dance instructions, war dance. Learned war dance. Okay. What's the... There's a button for emoting. Oh, that's free camera mode. Don't want that. You know what? We'll get into the emotes at a later stage. Suffice it to say, I can now get my bookie wookie on. Oh, hello. Another one over here. Wow. He fell apart. Oh, but look at that buff. What's in that? What's in the bowl? You right there, bud? You okay? Rescued you. In the nick of time, too. No, don't get up. Take your time. Pull yourself together. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just but a scratch. Alright. I think that is that in terms of this camp. Oh well. Oh well. Didn't find any bone. Pity. Pity. But you know what? I am undeterred. Am I going to stoop to picking the bones out of these chaps over here? Am I so inclined? If you don't look, you don't get... Look at that! He had bones! Oh, good heavens. Look at that! Look at that! I've been hitting the wildlife looking for bones, and it turns out I just needed to be murdering people. Video games don't cause violence. Alright, let's get back to this guy. Look, the bones are flowing freely. Oh, why is there an eat interact? You know what? I'm not going to interact. He needs to pull himself towards himself a little bit. He needs a moment. I'll leave him to it. Alright. Going to get rid of this human flesh. No. Not for me. Not for me. Although, if anybody's got some fava beans and a nice canteen, Cheers. Oh, good gravy. That is good coffee. Alright. Back home. Now that we had said bones, we're going to make ourselves some hyena stuff. How are we doing for time? Oh, my goodness. That slipped by quickly. Already 18 minutes in. My word. Let's get this back home. And then I'm going to have a quick chat about books. Because I have a feeling, I have a suspicion, I have an inkling, I have an idea of what's going to be the next book series that's going to hit the big screen in a big way. If it can get out of production hell. More not coming. But for now, let's take a quick swim. Let's take a quick swim. Nice day for it. Look at that. Look at that. Framing. Framing. Statues in the distance. My home in the foreground. Good times. Good times. Good times. Noodle salad. Stream's holding. Stream's holding. Bueno. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Still pushing there, Tiny Dancer. Oh well. Keep at it. It's that level of determination that secures your place in Sweaty Boat Incorporated. Carry on. Alright. Oh, looks like Scully's having a little break over there. Not too long, Scully. I've got work for you, my man. Oh, yes. Did I put those bones already in? Let's have a look at our armorer's bench over now. Scully's probably having a fat sulk because I kicked him out the bed. I'll tell you something. Hard to keep everybody happy. Alright. All the bones are in. I'm going to need some medium padding. I think I've got plenty on the twine front. Yeah, plenty of twine. Good, good. Always with the twine. Twine looks good. Going to grab some leather from the tannery over here. Ah, tons of leather. Dan, you've been hard at work, I see. Good stuff. Pop the leather into the armorer's bench. And I don't really have time to make the hyena armor just at the moment. I shall use this opportunity to segue into chatting books. So one thing I think we can all agree on that we've noticed in terms of big movie franchises and series and that sort of thing is that the entertainment industry is always looking for its next big franchise, its next big thing to turn into a series, a collection of movies, whatever. And fertile ground is the fantasy genre. Now, I have a particular interest in fantasy because it is just something I've loved from the year dot. I love fantasy stuff. I've read Tolkien's books numerous times. Various book series that I loved reading growing up. David Eddings, Raymond D. Feist, Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman, all the stuff from yesteryear that while in school I just like gobbled up. And while I absolutely love fantasy as a genre, it's one that seems to be quite easy to bugger up in terms of translating to the screen. Because if you don't do it right, it can be campy, it can be cheap, it can look garbage. But done right, you get like the Jackson Lord of the Rings movies, and so it can be done. Can be done. You can make good fantasy movies. And I think the series that's going to represent the next big thing in terms of fantasy series to make it to the screen is going to be the First Law series, written by Joe Abercrombie. Now, for those who aren't familiar with Abercrombie's work, he has often described himself as George R.R. Martin light, which I think is a bit of a disservice to his work because I think he is up there. He enjoys dark fantasy, but more of a gritty approach. Low fantasy, so there is magic, but it's not all over the place. There's no wizards popping out at every corner throwing fireballs, but magic is a thing in his world. And primarily the world of the First Law series revolves around a singular kingdom, a massive kingdom in the sort of center of the world called the Union. And although it is a kingdom and there's a king, it is more run by a council, a cabal of powerful individuals. And there's a lot of machinations and a lot of political intrigue in there. But the significant appeal that I find for Joe Abercrombie's stuff is that the stories are very, very character-driven. And not just with a single protagonist or a small group of protagonists like an adventuring party. Multiple perspectives from multiple characters, and you find yourself, when reading his books, you end up falling in love with a vast array of individuals and falling in love with the characters for different reasons. You like this one because he's strong, you like that one because she is clever, you like this one because X, Y, and Z, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of lovable characters in his work. But having said that, it's one of those things, and I know this is a little twee right now, I know a lot of people are a little done with this, but it's very much shades of grey as well. There's no clear-cut good guys. There's no clear-cut bad guys. The kingdom in the middle, the Union, is very much analogous to, well, close to the British Empire in its heyday, with various worlds and lands around it that are influenced by it and play roles in, influencing this empire and the people within. And there is this greater meta plot as to how these lands are being manipulated by powerful individuals. I don't want to get into it too much because it is spoilery, but there is this greater plot going on that slowly unravels and slowly reveals itself. And you realize that there is a lot more to this world than meets the eye, just in terms of various lands and their conquests and whatnot, and what goes into those conquests, and the reason why one place hates the other place, and why they are sort of being positioned on a board in terms of why they're pitted against each other. I can't get into it too much without spoiling some very serious meat and potatoes of the setting. It's worth diving into. And it is a strong recommendation from me that if you're into fantasy books, check out Joe Abercrombie's First Law series. It is pretty grim, and bad things happen to characters that you love. If you can't get too attached, he's got no qualms about either doing horrible things or even outright killing off characters that are beloved. Either that, or turning a character that you really, really rooted for and showing a side to them that you go, oh no, this person is not the person I thought they were. And boy, oh boy, I need to rethink my feelings on this individual. And it's not like a rug pull or anything like that. It's all baked into the character. If you pay attention, you can spot these things, but you don't want to because, hey, I like this guy. I like this gal. I'm rooting for them. But boy, oh boy, there's stuff going on in the background that makes you go, oh. So characters are heavily nuanced. And the story of the world is incredibly interesting. It's, like I said, it is a low magic setting, but it's also a low magic setting that's grappling with the idea that technology is a thing, and that the world is slowly entering this industrial revolution. And what role does magic and the arcane and the mysterious play into that? You might be surprised to find out. Now, I was delighted to discover that one of the side stories from the First Law series, it's actually outside the First Law, but written by Joe Abercrombie, a book called Best Served Cold, is being turned into a movie with the incredibly, I rate her strongly as an actor, the incredibly talented Rebecca Ferguson playing on the main role. Monscaro, Makato, she's a very interesting character, very cool character, but also, as is Joe Abercrombie's wont, a very flawed character. Oh gosh golly. But the story is set up in such a way that you do root for her, even when, oh boy, some horrible things come to the fore. So I'm delighted that they're turning that book into a movie. And then based off the success of that and the lessons learned from turning that into a movie, they're going to see if they can get the full trilogy, the First Law trilogy, turned into a series of movies. So I'm looking forward to that. And that's going to be Best Served Cold. It's currently in production, and production's going slowly. So hopefully something comes of it. But, well, I'm optimistic. One of the other reasons why I'm optimistic, but tinging my optimism here, is that it's to be directed by Tim Miller. And Tim Miller, I like his stuff. He directed the first Deadpool movie. Yay! He also directed Terminator Dark Fate. Boo! So, mixed bag. But I think he's learned some things there. What gives me hope in terms of Tim Miller being a director for this is that I still think he's got a nose for what's good and what's not, because he was brought in to co-direct the awful, awful Borderlands movie that came out last year. And when he obviously he signed on the dotted line, he came in, and predominantly his job was to direct reshoots for the movie, because Eli Roth was busy, neglecting his job. Fucking troll. And Tim Miller came in, looked at what he had to reshoot, looked at the rough of the movie, and was like, "Oh dear, oh dear, oh no. I'll do this. I'll maintain my contractual obligations. I do not want my name on this." So you can spot a dud. He does have some nose for a dumpster fire. But hopefully Tim Miller is more of the Deadpool Tim Miller than the Terminator Dark Fate for the movie adaptation of Best Served Cold. And like I said, I like Rebecca Ferguson. I think she is a fantastic actor. Another recommendation, speaking of, Rebecca Ferguson's in the excellent series called Silo. If, like many, some of you were a little bit lukewarm about the Fallout series, if you felt it didn't take itself quite seriously enough, Silo might be what you're looking for. Check it out. I think that the First Law series will make a fantastic adaptation in terms of movie or series. I hope it sees the light of day. I think it's got huge potential. But even if it doesn't, if you haven't read the First Law series by Joe Abercrombie, just do yourself a favor. If you have any remote interest in fantasy literature, check it out. It's pretty grim stuff. It can get pretty dark, but gosh, it's worth it. Last point I want to make on the topic of the First Law series. Even if you're not much of a reader, even if you don't have the time, or it's not really your bag, I mean, in this day and age, setting aside a chunk of time just to read a book, holy moly, not the easiest thing. The great thing about the First Law series, it's the kind of books that are so nice, I get to enjoy it twice. Because if you're into audiobooks, I can recommend even more strongerly. I can recommend even more that you check out the audiobooks, because they are narrated by the amazing Stephen Pacey, who I consider the gold standard in terms of narration and audiobook reading. He is phenomenal, and he breathes a measure of life into the books that are just fantastic. It's the kind of situation where you would read the book. I end up reading the book, and then I listen to the audiobook, because it is just such a delight. And what makes Stephen Pacey such a great narrator, and why he just injects so much into the First Law series, is because, as I said, the books are so very character-driven. And I don't know how he does it, but he has got an individual, separate voice for every character in the book. Every character, regardless of big or small, he has a different affectation, a different accent, a different manner of speaking for every single character in the book. It is bewildering how good he is at reading those novels, to the point where, as a low-rung VA, myself, I hear what he is able to do, and it's like it's unfair. It's like, how? How did you do it? How does he manage to code switch so easily between different characters? It's fantastic. So check out the audiobooks if cracking a novel's not really your thing. I mean, example. example of why I think Stephen... this is actually turning more into a Stephen Pacey appreciation thing, but you know what? Voice acting's my thing, so indulge me. An example of what makes him so fantastic is there's a character who, during the course of his life, had had his teeth knocked out. So he speaks with a very particular lisp, and he speaks a certain way. And he has a particular way of speaking, but it's all slightly lisped. But when it turns into his internal monologue, where he's thinking out loud, suddenly the lisp disappears, and he switches quite effortlessly between when he's speaking in his mind to when he's speaking to anybody out loud, that you instinctively know, immediately know that you immediately know the mode at which he is speaking, if he's speaking out loud or speaking in his head, but you still know it's the same character because he somehow manages to make the same inflections. And I'm on a tangent here, I'm on a tear, but you know what, my stream, I can do that. So listen to the audiobooks from the First Law series if you just simply don't have the time to read them. And in spite of all of that, gosh golly, those stories will make incredible fodder for either a series or a collection of movies. And the fact that Best Served Cold is coming out as a sort of litmus test, as a sort of dip of toes into water to see if it's going to work. Very curious. Very curious to see how that all turns out. I'm also very curious as to see how this new hyena arm is going to work out for me. So let's get that cracking. Ho ho ho! So, as we know, we've got the Aquilonian set right now, serving me well. I think it's doing a delightful job of keeping me alive. Chair speed has got armor 59, but the hyena set, that chair speed has got armor of 84. Oh, that's a big step up. So you know what? I think we're going to craft that, and I think old Scully is going to put a little extra spin on it to make it even better. Let's have a look at the bonuses we get. Reduced encumbrance, armor value goes up. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's get a bit of hyena armor going. Also particularly fond of the set because I think the helmet, the headrest thing is pretty stonking. Oh, yeah. Coming together nicely. Do the boots. There we go. There we go. And look at that. I think Tiny Dancer is finished. Alright. And sooner. There you are. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Well, that's because I've got a showgirl in my pocket. Alright, let's get her into action. Let's pop her on the ground. There you go, my dear. Let's pop you over here. Well, welcome aboard. You know what? That name's not working for me, so should we stick to Tiny Dancer? Let's go with Tiny Dancer. Okay, a little Elton John reference for you there. Alright. Welcome aboard. And look at that. Look at that in the corner there. Are you not entertained? I'm entertained. Very good. Live. Anyway, you do your thing. You do your thing, Tiny Dancer. Happy to have you on board. Let's check on that armor. The old armorer's bench. Let's all come together nicely. Let's pop that on. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. Chest piece. Leggings. Booty. Look at that. Look at that. Oof. Quite the statement, that headdress. And you know what? Tiny Dancer, in case you get cold, you know what? You can put on some Aquilonian stuff. There we go. There we go. And I think you can also get them to pose. Emotes. Choose emote. What you got here? What do we got? Celebrate. Expression. Nonchalant. Okay. Alright, darling, let's see what you... Huh. There we go. Strike a pose. Alright, that's Tiny Dancer up and running. I'm suitably entertained. Scully. You know what? You know what? Look what I got for you, Scully. There we go. Don't say I never give you anything, my man. What, you wanted the armor? Just because you made it, you can't have it. I'm sorry. That's not how this works here. Alright. Shenanigans. I love it. Is there anything I can offload? Is there anything I can empty out of my pockets? Oh, I still got all this goodies in here. Oh, that can go into the bench. Don't need that anymore. Look at this. Quick stack. Oh, that's handy. That's very handy. I like that. I like that. Still on level 20 though. Maybe I should go on a little bit of a murder spree just to up my levels. Shall I go kill some crockies? Yeah, there's some good XP on crockies. Not so much on you, Shellback. I'm gonna blunt my blade on you. Begone! Sippy coffee, sippy coffee. Oh. That was exquisite. Great coffee. Wait, there was a crocky over there. Soften them up. And we've got a little bit of hyena action going. Well, it's all coming undone, guys. What's that? I'm wearing your friend? Well, terribly sorry. Would you prefer it if I wore you? Moving on. Although, should I skin those guys? Oh no, bugger that, man. I'm just going to fill my inventory with kick again. I'm going to try and fish. Throw out the meat. How are we doing there? Okay. Oh, I must pop that drum down somewhere. And my trophy! Oh, goodness me. Got to find a good spot for that crocodile head. Hey? Put it over my bed. So when I wake up in the mornings, I'll be like, oh, it's you. We've all been there. Alright, here in that oasis, as I recall, there's a big old angry croc here, a world boss. Don't want to be tussling with him. But you know what? These mateys that are congregating around, I will gladly slaughter you for some much needed XP. To get this party started. Oh, don't you bite me, rude. Can't a man slaughter a crocodile in peace? Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Oh, look at that. Well, that chap over there didn't make it. Oh. Should have gone up a level. This greatsword is doing Set's work. Or is it Mitra that I follow? I don't know. That's another thing about the game. Religion is a thing. You can build temples and shrines to the various gods and get some extra goodies and doodads from them. So I might be looking into that next. Hey? Might be looking into that. I feel bad just leaving the corpses there. Maybe I should skin these guys. Although after I killed... Oh, he pissed off. He wasn't interested. He was like, you know what? That's so far to walk. I'm not going to. Oh, rude. Let's skin this guy. Get some reptile hide. Let's head over to this shabby here. Boosh. his turn. Oh, there's the big chap. Oh no. You know what? Oh, a river dirty. I'm out of here. Quick, to the water. To the water. Dan, can't get me. Egypt. Anything good on you? No. Well, at least you died with your boots on. Get some more hide out of this chap. Yeah. Barney worm. Nom. Nom. Let's get this chappy over here. How are we doing for time? How are we doing for time? 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Let's see if we can get a level in those 15 minutes. I think we can. I believe in you. I believe in you, sweaty boatman. Here we go. Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. Okay. That's right. Came from behind. Skin you, Tabbo. Look at all that. Reptile hide. Gonna put that to use at some point. Now, what's up here? What is up here? Anything worthwhile? Anything interesting? Ah, more hyenas. Pests. Do you know what? It's all just XP in the end. Look at that. Look at that. I have leveled up. Oh, they leveled up. Alright, bugger you. I'm not going to skin you. I'm already on the verge of being overburdened. Is there anything interesting here? Oh, there's cubs. There's cubs. I don't have one of those. Should I get a baby hyena? It's cute, man. Don't run away, baby hyenas. I'm just going to murder your parents quickly. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, buddy. Hey. Want to come home with me? Oh, over encumbered. Oh, no. Balls. Oh, dear. Am I going to have to drop all the... You see, this is the problem you face. This is the issue. You end up throwing out all the things you collected along the way. Hang on. I've got this pack on me. I can mitigate some of that. Look at that. Look at that. All right. Let's stick the baby hyena in the backpack. No mess, no fuss. Can I grab a second one? Okay, no, that's a bridge too far. That's a bridge too far. Balls. You know what? Am I being greedy? I'm being greedy. You know what? I'm going to throw that one back. There we go. In a bag? Try not to think about it. Try not to think about it. Just, at least I didn't throw the bag in the river, right? Right? It's just a game. All right, let's get this hyena back home. I think I'm gonna have to build a little animal pen to raise him up. Turn him into a loyal retainer. I'll sick him on some of the exiles. And why not? Why not have a little follower coming along with me? Hey, faithful hound. Need to remember I've got that bearer pack on, just in case things get heavy. Alright, alright. Look at this boss, swimming effortlessly with this bloody pack on his back. Like it's not a thing. That's how you survive in the exiled lands. being a badass. How's this going, Tiny Dancer? You alright there? You good? Alright. Going to quickly make some space in the box. I'll pop you in there, buddy. There you go. There you go. Take this ridiculous pack off me. Stick the reptile skin in here, although I think it needs to be treated first. Yes, yes. Interesting. I don't know if this is a new thing. In the past, you weren't able to cure reptile hide like that. I approve. I approve. Oh, I was going to pop this war paint on. How's that look? How do we look with that war paint? Yeah. Not bad. I've seen better, but I've seen worse. Pop it on. I love that the game's got the war paint from Conan the Barbarian when he does the raid on Thulsa Doom's temple. And he's got those black stripes on. Him and Subutai. What was the woman's? Oh, Valeria. Valeria as well. It's him, Subutai, and Valeria. That's right. If that is the case, I'm going to pop this out, quick sticks. Put that in. I'm out of bark. Oh no! Well, I know where to get more. Let's hop across the old Noob River. And Cuppy Dote. Let's get some bark up in here for the tannery. Yeah. Right. Hey, how's your Tuesday going? All right? I hope so. Monday's in the rearview mirror.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Oh, Hooker, I wasn't speaking to you. She's just barging in here. Rude. Rude. Alright. More bark. More bark. A hundo? 100 bark? I think that should be enough to keep the old tannery going. Let's hop across. Refuel it. Still don't know how bark fuels a tannery. A little bit of a gap in my crafting knowledge, but I'll take the game's word for it. Bark it is. And you know what? You know what? Seeing that Wheel of Persuasion empty, that grates me. Let's see if we can find somebody else to pop in there. What do you think? Hey, what do you think? Ooh, lots of leather on the go. Great, great. Got to keep production topped up. Let's reapply the recruitment stick, and let's put the old fiber bindings on, which are all fully repaired. Yeah, why not? Let's go and visit locals, see if anybody wants to come on board, come to my side of the island, eh? Drop their buffs. Alright, but just in case, got the old Buster Blade out. Hello? Is there anybody there? Where's this chapo? What you all about? Level 1 blacksmith? No. I do have some standards, you know. Boosh! Wow, look at... Whoa! 2 swings and they went down. These guys die easily. I mean, you could strangle them to death with a cordless phone. Oh, look at that. Alright. Hello? Would you be? Oh no, Archer.
Curse you!
Curse me, curse you. Oh, that's what you get. Whoa. She's half the woman she used to be. Oh, but she's got a Falcata. Oh, those are nice weapons. Those are nice weapons. Look at this guy basking. Oh no. He ain't basking at all. He dead. Ah. Maybe he's just sleeping. Oh, let him be. Let him be. He's fine. He's fine. Just leave him. Any more exiles? How are we doing for time? 5 minutes? Come on. Let's see if we can find another exile to bring on board. Anyone we can convince to join us. What was that other spot that we had? Is it over here? Is it over here? Let's have a look. Although this is a spot where the exiles are constantly getting eaten by the crocodile. That's like one of the pits of hell or something. Perpetually cursed to be eaten by a croc. Oh. Too bad for them. Okay, let's see. Quickly. Party worm? Guys, you know how this ends. Oh, wait! Look at them! They came out on top that time. A bully for you. Alright, that's a cook. I don't really need a cook. Yeah. I prepare my own meals. Although, do you do gluten-free? Take those to no. Take those to no. Oh. Dried berries? You do gluten-free. You should have spoken up. I blame her for that. Alright, what are you? What are you? This is a fighter. Didn't put up much of a fight, did you? I think you lied on your CV. Just me. Alright. Knock the fight out of him. Oh dear, this current recruitment drive has not borne much fruit, I'm afraid to say, ladies and gentlemen. Not at all. But you know what? I shan't be deterred. There's bound to be more able bodies happy to come on board Sweaty Boat Incorporated. Because we're going places, you know. Doing things. Alright, let's soldier on. Let's soldier on. Oh dear, angry sounds. I ain't got... well, good, 99 problems, and that shellback isn't one of them. I will zop your eggs quickly, though. Could always do with a nice egg. Offer me an egg in these trying times. Uh-oh. 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 A little early to be dark, don't you think? What's happening? What's going on, guys? Oh. Darude music intensifies. It's a sandstorm. Look at this. Look at this. Sun is blotted out. Red hue in the sky. Oh, we're going to have to ride this one out. Perfect time to head back home. Tiny Dancer, you don't want to come inside? Sandstorm's coming. Look at that pose. 0 fucks. Alright. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Here we go. Ah, Scully. Smart man. Got the right idea. Here comes the sandstorm. But look at that. Look at that skybox, guys. Oh, you can see the hull's going down. Let's not stay out there too long. But... oh, that's impressive. And as you can see in the top left corner, it says sandstorm, but it also says shelter. Shelter from the storm. So I'm safe. Tucked away in my house. Along with Scully. Sure hope Tiny Dancer's alright, but I've got a feeling she'll be fine. She'll be fine. Don't you worry about her. And on that note, it is 2 o'clock here. I'm going to leave it there for now. I hope you've enjoyed this silly adventure into nonsenseness. I hope you enjoyed my prattling on and my pretty much just splooging all over Joe Abercrombie's first law books. Strong recommendation from me. Check them out. Even stronger recommendation if you just don't have it in you to get into another book series and you don't have time to read. If you're into more audio stuff, check out the audiobooks featuring the stupendously talented Stephen Pacey. I think tomorrow we've got something a little special. I think Wednesday's Hump Day is going to be more my stories about what's going on in my life. So I hope to see you there for that. But until then, you all take care. Go out there, do your thing, get your hustle on. Hey, tomorrow's Wednesday, it's the Hump Day. Week's almost over. It's all downhill from there. But until then, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And as I always say, arrivederci. Take care.